I done beat a lot of stuff. No matter what they try to take away from me, I beat it. I beat it.
Boom. Right.
And I'm still trying to, push forward. When people say legacy, I feel like you gotta picture where I came from. I already done enough.
The mega fight, that dance with destiny, is nearly at hand. And with both superstars in the fine-tuning stage, secrecy is crucial. That's why Davis made sparring the most important element of any camp, off limits to cameras. But his team's visible confidence hints at his readiness.
Hey, you having fun, ain't you?
We're officially 2 weeks away from Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, and the energy is shifting fast. Every new clip, every sparring rumor, every photo from Tank's camp is building into something huge. You can feel it in the air. This fight's becoming a storm.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. In other words, when you're hungry, when you're chasing something, the grind comes naturally. But once you're comfortable, that fire can fade. Unless it was never about comfort in the first place.
Tank looks enormous. That lean lightweight build is gone. He's walking around with that fight week confidence, chest out, shoulders broad, arms carved from pure power. It's like every punch he throws carries weight you can almost feel through the screen.
You gotta have confidence. The crowd, the hype. I don't know what type of person Frank are. I could tell body language. And I would see it. I would see it if he's nervous or anything like that inside the ring. If it do play a big part, I take advantage of it.
But here's what most people are missing. That extra muscle doesn't mean he's slowing down. Not at all. We've seen this before. Remember Terence Crawford? Everyone said he'd lose speed moving up in weight. Then he outclassed Canelo like he'd been there forever. That's the same playbook Tank's running now.
You gotta remember, you need a performance of your life. The whole world will be watching this like that.
Hold on, yeah.
Big stage, record audience, millions watching. For Tank, this is nothing new. But it's not exactly the same either, because he's never had such a treacherous opponent to prepare for.
This isn't just bulk, it's controlled strength. Gervonta's not training to outrun Jake Paul. He's training to out-hit him. Every added pound looks calculated, every move still sharp. 2 weeks out, the message couldn't be clearer. Tank's not adjusting to Jake's size. He's turning it into his next knockout weapon.
I don't want to lose. I hate losing. I know Tank hate losing. Lamont damn sure don't want to lose, so it's gonna make for a good fight, man.
And right when everyone's focused on Tank's wild transformation, David Benavidez steps in with that calm heavyweight mindset. He says, yeah, I respect the payday, but I want to see him face Shakur, Haney, the real names. And honestly, he's right. Fans have been waiting for those legacy fights that never seem to come.
I just want to see Tank fight Shakur Stevens, Devin Haney, all the fights, man. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's Tank, as a world champion first, he should give us those fights. Because those are the fights I want to see. Not taking anything away from the fight with Jake Paul. I know it's going to be a big fight with big money, but...
But Benavidez drops a real gem too. He knows the money fights make sense, even if they break tradition. He's saying what everyone's thinking. This one's about danger, not just skill. And that's what makes it thrilling. You've got one of boxing's hardest punchers walking into a wild matchup that could explode any second. And people upset about the $40 million? Let's be honest, anyone would sign that deal before breakfast.
It's not really, it's competitive to the point where it's not really about the skill. It's about the size and the skill. You know what I mean? Because Tank is way smaller than Jake Paul, but we know that if he lands a good shot, it could be over for Tank. But also, in my opinion, Jake Paul is so big that if he lands the right shot, maybe if he lands in the back of the head or in the side of the head, it might be over too.
Then right after Benavidez's dose of truth, Abel Sanchez steps in like the voice of old school reason. No sugarcoating, just facts. I don't like the fight as a fan, he says, but as a coach, take the money. That's real talk. Abel's not chasing legacy, he's talking longevity. He's basically telling Tank, if you're risking your life in there, make sure it's worth it.
Well, you know what? As a fight fan, I don't like the fight. But as a coach, I think it's a good move for Tank Davis. I mean, I think I've seen too many kids go out of this sport with not a cent in their pocket. And I think that if Tank Davis takes advantage of a big payday like that, I think it's a ridiculous fight as far as a fight fan. But as a coach, I understand it. You have to take care of your own.
And he's not wrong. Boxing's full of legends who walked away broke. Tank fighting Jake Paul isn't running, it's smart strategy. Great fighters go after two things, wins and wealth. Then Abel adds that classic line, Jake Paul's no real danger. Said it like Jake's just a guy filming a vlog between rounds. You can almost hear him saying, yeah, he's heavier, but Tank's been handling bigger guys since day one.
In the street, that's who he was fighting. He was fighting bigger guys than him. He was always a smaller guy. So he knows how to fight those big guys. He knows how to duck up underneath and throw those looping shots because that's who he fought in the street. At least that's my opinion anyway. He's always been the little guy, and I'm sure that in the streets he wasn't a choir boy. I'm sure that he had his moments, and everybody was bigger than him. So he knows how to take care of himself. I don't think Jake Paul is a threat to him.
The way Abel broke it down, head movement, looping shots, natural timing, it was part coaching, part comedy. Best line? He joked Jake might land a clean hit only if Grandma had a mustache. Classic boxing humor. Abel gave Tank his respect while still clowning the matchup. And deep down, everyone knows if Tank connects clean, the weight gap won't save Jake. His next upload might come straight from Dreamland.
You know, like you're a bigger guy, you could take punches from a smaller guy, you know?
If Grandma had a mustache.
That's not really your grandma.
Yeah. If Tank connects with the right hand, he's putting him out.
Yeah.
Just like he did Garcia.
I think that's what a lot of people like are thinking, but
again, it's on the up and up.
Yeah.
So I keep saying, no, it's on the up and up. I hope it is.
Then comes Michael J. White, cool as ever, analyzing the fight like a film critic. He's looking at the odds, Jake at plus 136, Tank at minus 175, and just nods. Tank's got this. Calm, confident, certain. Because this isn't just about size versus skill. It's internet muscle versus real fight IQ.
But the fact that Gervonta, I believe he spars people that are much heavier than him. And that upper.
Who do you got?
I would have to bet on Gervonta because for all the little things, all that, and the fact that he's not old.
Yeah.
I think he makes up for the weight situation. I don't know if a guy that size is going to be fast enough to catch Gervonta clean.
True.
Yeah.
But Gervonta might catch him.
Oh, he is going to catch him.
Michael gets it. You can't fake instincts built in the ring. Jake might have social media power, but Tank's got generational precision, the kind that lands no matter your weight. And Michael says it perfectly. Jake's facing a real champion this time. A polite reminder that boxing isn't content creation. Then he jokes about people fighting bears next. And he's not wrong. The sport's turning wild, but Tank's about to show what true power looks like. Because when that left hand lands, it won't feel like fame, it'll feel like payback.
If it wasn't Gervonta Davis, it was somebody else in that weight category.
It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. But Gervonta, I mean, technique-wise and heart-wise, that makes it interesting. Again, kudos goes to Jake Paul because it kind of worked its way up, even though the guy is so much smaller.
And just when you think the week can't get any crazier, boxing throws a twist. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2. Yeah, that's real. Set for 2026, probably on Netflix. Floyd's near 50, Manny's retired more times than we can count, yet here we go again. It's insane, but you can't deny it, it feels legendary. The sport needed that old school spark, and who better than the two icons who shaped a generation? Netflix knew exactly what it was doing. Nostalgia, money, and magic.
There's the announcement, apparently in talks, in serious talks, sometime in 2026 on Netflix, Mayweather Pacquiao 2. And what Cops said there, I agree with a lot of it. Number one, I agree that this, regardless of the skill level, regardless of the time out of the ring, regardless of all of that, this would still be a very sought after.
This one isn't just about victory. It's about proving who still belongs under the lights. And let's be honest, we're all watching. It's not just another fight, it's history wrapped in emotion with blockbuster energy. Sure, they've aged, but we all want to see who still has it, the businessman or the senator. Floyd might still dodge punches like he dodges bills, and Manny might throw flurries fast enough to start a new campaign mid-round. Beneath the laughs, it's powerful. Two fighters too proud to fade, returning one last time. It's the ending no one asked for, but everyone wanted.
46-year-old Manny came out of retirement after 3 years and went toe-to-toe and arguably beat Mario Barrios. Let's be honest, that's probably more of an indictment on the sport than this fight would ever be, but you're still going to get that feel of like, oh man, here come the novelty act fights. All right, this is what we're doing. I don't necessarily feel that way. You're going to get that feel with a lot of the hardcore boxing fans, but just like a Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, just like a Gervonta Tank Davis, Jake Paul, just like a Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, you're going to get more of an attention outside of your hardcore fan base from casual audiences to watch a fight like this.
Now here we are, 2 weeks out, and this feels bigger than boxing. It's a cultural collision waiting to explode. Gervonta Davis, the compact powerhouse, versus Jake Paul, the influencer turned contender. Two different worlds meeting in the ring, and somehow, it works. Every clip, every leak, every headline adds to the rush. With legends like Benavidez, Abel Sanchez, and Michael J. White weighing in, this moment feels historic. The sport feels alive again.
Before you're talking about pound for pound, number one, number two greatest all time in those weight divisions. I mean, you can argue for the heavier guy. I'm just saying these are two of the greatest, and if they want to do it, even in their old age, I wouldn't recommend it. But then again, Manny just fought a world championship fight and looked okay compared to what he was in there with. So I don't mind it. I will watch this. I will break it down. I will enjoy.
So, what do you think? Who walks away proud, and who gets humbled? Will Tank silence the show, or will Jake Paul shock everyone again? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing King. Catch you in the next one.